Your speeches were fantastic, and this program is just amazing. I remember when I was in your age, that was over 20 years ago. It's been a while, and I didn't appreciate the moment. So hopefully between now and the time you graduate, you just appreciate every day. You appreciate your teachers, most importantly. You appreciate your classmates, and really seize the opportunity. So I'm a nerd. I'm not really a big public speaker, so I'm not going to talk too long. So to me, I'd rather be crunched up somewhere reading a book. That's what I do for a living. And then I try to help people. So one of the things that you all said, you all talked about in your speeches, is that you want to make a difference. You want to help somebody else beside yourself. And if you keep that and you focus on that, then the world is open. I'm a little disappointed, however, that no one said they wanted to be a wealth manager or a financial planner. So I'm a little disappointed with that. However, when I was at your age, I wasn't in a school as nice as this by any means, and I didn't know what a financial planner even did. Does anybody know what a financial planner does? A wealth manager? Anybody want to raise their hand, take a guess?
Organize people's finances.
Organize people's finances. That's a good one. Anybody else? Well, that's it. So what I do for a living is I work with people who have a couple of dollars, who want to look at, we put together a budget. Anybody ever done a budget before? Not yet? So, and try to help them to save money, to plan for the future, to plan for college education for their kids, to save one day for retirement. And these are the things that you're getting ready to step into. So you're putting the time and the energy now to prepare yourself for the future. Something else that I heard, I had something else in mind I was going to say, but it really changed. So I want to get your thoughts. What are some of the obstacles that Amy's talked about, that you guys talked about in your videos, that are facing you that can stop you from reaching your dreams? Yeah. Being around negative environment. One of my best friends, I'm gonna come to you in a second. One of my best friends that I went to high school with, he tried to make a bet with me to never take a book home and study for homework, and to see who could beat the other person in doing that. That wasn't too good, was it? But that was an obstacle, and I thought, he was the cool guy, I was the nerdy guy, and so I tried to do that. That was an obstacle that could have stopped me. So that's one area. What's another?
Say that obstacle to yourself.
Yeah, being yourself. In what way? Yeah, that's right. So we're always our worst critics. Typically, I'm harder on myself than I am anybody else, and I try to talk myself sometimes out of doing things. Anybody ever been there before? Talking themselves out of doing it. However, I am living proof, because I'm certainly not more special than anybody else in this room, probably less than, but I am proof that if you work hard and you put the time in, man, there's nothing that you can't achieve. Nothing. So many of you are, as I heard here, are going to college or going to a trade school. You're going to meet more people, more opportunities, be around new surroundings. You want to take advantage of those things. Meet them. You want to grow and be as broad as possible. I've been able to travel the whole world, maybe not every country, but a lot of them, in 6 continents. And that's important to me because when I grew up, I didn't go anywhere. I never left my surroundings, my neighborhood. So as you grow, as you continue to achieve and work hard, that's something that I definitely recommend. Travel is important. Did anybody ever travel to another state before? Oh man, y'all guys living pretty good around here. Okay. Anybody ever been to another country? Oh man, yeah, that's great. Well, you want to continue that. That's important. You've been blessed to be able to do that. That's one of the things that's really changed my life, because I've been able to meet people and see things that I never thought even existed. So that was a motivational piece for me. One of the things I want to do, I'm not going to keep up here and talk. I'm proud of each and every one of you. And again, you can certainly achieve your dreams as long as you continue to work hard and strive for the best. But I want to open it up if you have any questions for me, is there anything that's on your mind? And Amy, I might want to. Okay. So, I am again, a CEO of my own firm. I've got 3 offices: Detroit, Nashville, and here in Charlotte. I do wealth management. You know, as we talked about stocks and bonds. Anyone heard of a stock before? Bonds. So those are things that can typically, if you invest the right way, can make you money. So let me give you an example of what that looks like. So in 2008, anyone ever heard of Netflix? Okay. So, right, everyone's heard of Netflix, right? So what if you had, 10 years ago, if you had $30,000, it's $30,000, you know, a lot of money, and you invested that in Netflix, how much money do you think you might have today? Raise your hands to take a guess. 300 million? Okay, not quite. Okay,
But a good guess.
Yeah, good guess.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Go ahead, you guess.
One more.
500,000.
500,000. That would be a good return, wouldn't it? From 30,000 to 500,000. But that's not correct either. The correct answer is 2.5 million.
Holy moly!
30,000 to 2.5 million.
In 10 years.
In 10 years. In 10 years. And then if you look at, anybody ever heard of Amazon?
Yeah.
Right. Right. 2017, if you had money there, it would have doubled just in 1 year. So if you had 1,000, it would turn to 2,000. If you had 100,000, it would turn to 200,000. So those are some of the things that I do. So so now, since I don't have any questions right now, you're gonna have to get a financial planner in me. One of the things that I commend you to, I really want you to do that I start doing is saving your money. One of the things that can deter your dreams are lack of funds. So I heard someone that said that they wanted to be an auto mechanic. So you probably ultimately want your own business. And all these things that you do in order to be successful, then it takes capital to be able to do that. And many of you in this room, anybody got a super rich uncle in here? Okay. Okay, yeah, exactly. Exactly. That can give you that $1 million loan. Most of us don't. I know I didn't. I didn't know anybody had any money. So when I was in high school, I started working. When I was in college, I worked, even though I had a full scholarship. And I wanted to save money so I could put something back every month. I had friends who would go out, they'd party all the time, they had a good time. And I enjoyed myself too, but I still put money to the side. My friends talk about me all the time in that way. But when it was time for me, I was working at a firm. I didn't like it at all. It wasn't a good situation. I hated being there. But I saved enough to say, you know what, I'm gonna start my own firm. I was 25 when I started my own firm because I'd saved every month. And saving starts at $5 a month. Anybody got a job right now? Anybody working? A few of you. Anybody got a savings account and you saving money and putting to the side and not touching it? Oh, see, there we go. Yeah. Right. So continue that. It's good that you have the savings account. Put money there. You have to treat it like it's not there. There are always going to be things that are going to come up, but if you save money, you will be prepared. You will be prepared. So that's one of the things I want to share. Any other questions for me? Okay. Yeah. So that's what I do for a living. So I work with people, probably like your parents or grandparents, and help them to make good financial decisions. You saw in the video that my mother made very poor decisions. Not because she's not smart. My mother has a master's degree in theology. My mother is a school teacher for 41 years. So she's not a dummy by any means. But it doesn't mean that you can be smart in this area and not know everything in finance. So my job is to help everybody that I touch to learn something, to know more, to be more motivated. Hopefully I motivated you with the dollars to start saving, and that's really what we do. That's really what we do. We try to help. So my dream, just to let you know, is to be the #1 thought-provoking planner in the country. To think about things to help solve problems for anybody. So if anybody calls my office, we're gonna have the answer, the correct answer for them. No matter if you make $10,000, and we have clients who make tens of hundreds of millions. We work with sports athletes, people that you all probably know, and entertainers as well. So my goal and my dream is to be able to help serve in that capacity. And by me serving in that way and being excited to help people, the Lord has certainly blessed me to live a really great life. So continue to, as you're growing, make sure that your dream, which I heard here, wasn't all about you. It's about serving humanity, and through that, you will certainly be blessed. Thank y'all.